What's up guys, this is Sudeep from Agicent App Company, and today let's discuss some of the techniques that you can use to lower down or optimize the cost of app development for your app idea. These are some tried and tested techniques that we always discuss with our clients depending upon the kind of budget and investments that they are taking along for the app development project. So here are these. Number one is, rather than creating all the features of your app at once like a big product, you should rather create a minimum viable product, which is called an MVP. Most of the times, cost of creating an MVP will range between $10,000 to $20,000 if I talk about ourselves. However, it can be costlier as well, but nevertheless, whatever be the cost of the MVP, it's always going to be lesser than the cost of a full-fledged big product. So make an MVP. Another technique is to use the cross-platform technology. It's pretty famous. You already know about it. So rather than creating two code bases for iPhone and Android app, you should probably use technologies like React Native or Flutter or any other cross-platform technologies. React Native and Flutter are usually the most famous one these days. They come with their own challenges compared to the native technologies, but they are still very good in creating some of the very high-performing applications, right? So the more cross-platform technologies that you use, you save a lot of time in creating the front end of your project. So there is a backend, which is the database and the APIs and algorithms or business logic. And then there is a front end, which is your app running on iPhone, Android, tablets or phones or even smartwatches, and also the IoT devices. So the more cross-platform technologies that you use, the more time and efforts you are going to be saving on the front end side of the things, and that's definitely going to help you in reducing the cost of your app development project. Another thing that you can do is use as many ready to use open source frameworks for several functions as you can. For example, if your app wants to do OCR, like optical character recognition, or something else like a payment gateway or something else, right? So use the technologies which are more open source, which are readily available and which comes with almost negligible or no cost at all to integrate into your app. They definitely help you in bringing down the cost of your app development project. Another thing is, I'm not a fan of this, but people do this all the time. So if you are looking to create an MVP very, very fast, like in some weeks, so rather than creating the custom design, which takes a lot of time, which usually takes 4 to 5 weeks for an average app, you can be thinking of using a design template, and that's going to help you in cutting down the designer's efforts, and hence there will be a benefit in the overall cost of development. Later on, you might be changing that templated design as well, but in the beginning, you can use that. Another way is pretty famous: outsource your app development project to low-cost economies like ours, India. It's not very low cost anymore, but there are plenty of developers here. There are plenty of app development agencies. I run one such agency called Agicent since last 12 years. So outsource to agencies like us, and we'll make sure that you get the best bang out of your buck. And of course, the cost of development of an app in my center versus cost of app development in some destination in New York would be, of course, very different. The ratio has always been 1:6, but even on the higher side, it won't go beyond 1:5. So you spend $100 for something in India, and then you spend $500 or $600 for the same thing in the United States. Another thing is that use Backend Framework. So rather than creating a custom backend, you have plenty of options out there to create, backend as a service or, platform as a service. Things like Firefox is, I'm saying Firefox. Things like Firebase, right, is one such thing. Parse was one such thing in the past. Contentful is one such framework that you can use. So there are plenty of frameworks out there. So basically, the world is moving towards using less custom code and using a slew of services and frameworks to be assembled in the form of a useful app. So take advantage of all these things, and with that, definitely the cost of creating your project will definitely go down. There are many other factors as well, which are the project by project, as it's a custom development, so you can never commit on few things for all the projects. Every project comes with its own custom requirements, business needs. So in such a case where you need consulting or just free advice or just want to talk to us about how can we help you in bringing down the cost of your app project to any bit lower, then feel free to reach out. You can reach out to us through this video comment, or reach out through to us through our website, which is www.agicent.com. I'm going to put my social links and the web link, also the email ID below this video, so you can contact us anytime. I hope this helps. I'll come up with more videos as well. Thanks a lot. Have a good time.